What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol OCGN for Ocugen Inc. How's it been, my friend? This is my favorite pop and drop stock. You guys know this if you've been around the channel for some time. I mean, every single time that this thing pops, it drops, even on smaller time scales like this. You can see it. It's very reliable. Pop and then a drop. And in our most recent sort of price action, let me actually just clear up the drawing set because we've got some better things to talk about here. There's been a gap up right in the post market. So if I go ahead and turn on those extended hours sessions, I believe last Friday they announced that there would be some sort of conference happening sooner rather than later. So we'll ultimately have to see. But nonetheless, we have ourselves a pop here inside of Ocugen. The question will it be a protracted pop or will it just happen to drop into the upcoming session? So we of course want to know, where is the overnight high? Where's the forecasted opening print? And where is the prior day's high for the gap fill, correct? So here's what we're watching on the daily time frame. It's really going to be as simple as this. If we open here and fail to take out the overnight high, basically fail to find new excited buyers up at these higher prices, then look for shorts back down through the open to fill the gap to $3.60. Is that a likely scenario? Absolutely, given everything that we know about the stock. Sure, it goes on some of these runs here, but if that framework pans out, we cannot find new buyers up and over the overnight high. If volume is not there, if this does not seem like a momentum style trade early on the morning of Tuesday, then I would look for this to drop as it's done reliably over the past God knows how long, right? If you look at this chart, extremely ugly, right? Pop, drop, pop, drop, pop, drop. I don't need to bore you with all of the prior details. This is just an excuse, right? Here's another way to think of it and why it could be more bearish than bullish out there. If you think about all of these people who were trying to build a position, saw this, didn't unload up here at the highs, and now they're still bag holding this thing, this is an excuse for them to get out for a slightly smaller loss. So if they start selling on the open, that's going to be the driving force that fills this gap to the downside, and once again, give us a nice pop and drop inside of good old Ocugen, okay? So it's not looking fantastic to the upside. The daily trend is firmly to the downside. Is the overnight high coinciding with prior structure? Not really. We just probably have a high volume node in there, noting that there was a lot of sideways activity. The next major element of structure that I could see here on the daily would roughly be up here around 650, and then this flush that came from roughly 713. You'll notice there's not a ton of structure in there. So if there is going to be a move, 650 is the upside target, and then after that 713, again, not really a scenario that I would watch out for. I would rather look for the drop here inside of Ocugen instead. Quickly coming on over to the trade tab, you'll notice that it is a hard to borrow stock, so you're not actually going to short the shares. Are you going to short it via options? Well, the volume here is absolutely pathetic, so you're just going to do nothing inside of Ocugen, and you will not be looking for longs if that's what we see happen on the Tuesday morning session. So please don't be deceived by this one gapping up. It may look like it's euphoric, it's starting to move to the upside. Don't be fooled, okay? This one has a history of doing this. We know we're in a daily downtrend. We have a ton of overhead supply. Doesn't really make sense. So that's what I've got for you here inside of Ocugen today. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.